Tell him to get on his own mic if he wants to talk.
Joel said you have to get on mic if you want to talk. I'm talking to Rebecca.
Oh.
Go away. What is he doing? It's like he's never been here before.
Hey,
Rebecca, could you keep talking, please?
So tell me about more the cherry blossom thing. I'm curious.
I haven't opened it yet.
Oh my God. I'm going to mute you, Joylene. Okay, great. Rebecca, please keep going.
Okay. I mean, it was just funny. It was like, people all dressed up and like, a big catered ceremony and stuff. And at one point when I was going to like sound check, they were like, oh, just pause for a second. The Japanese ambassador has to practice his remarks. And I was like, oh, there's like those sorts of people here. But it was fun. I mean, essentially, like, some people were listening, some people weren't. Like, it wasn't like I was like featured, but it was cool. I enjoyed it. And it was a good,
That's
like,
cool.
they paid me well and stuff, so.
That's better.
The money was definitely made it well worth it to get up and go down
people paying attention and that kind of stuff. That's nice, but money is so much better.
I mean, sometimes like you're actually the feature and no one's paying attention anyways. So I'm used to just being background noise. But there were some people that were there and listening that seemed to enjoy it. And it was cool.
That's cool.
It was fun.
That's great.
Nice little surprise.
The couple times I've ever had to do any kind of like press related stuff, nobody warned me about it, which is super fun. I wasn't told that I did this like political thing here in Erie a couple years after I moved here.
The nicest non-hoodie thing.
And like we did like this whole big like research thing about we call it trapped in poverty, because we're talking about systems that keep people in poverty in the area. And I gave our graduation talk. Apparently it was a really popular topic. We got a lot more people to show up than they expected. They had to kind of like expand the room for it. And the guy running the thing knew that local news were going to be there. Didn't tell me, even though I was the
Why
one
would you need
talking.
that information?
Well, even better, they dragged me into like, I'm doing like my mic check, right? Mm-hmm. Like, oh, hey, when you're done, can you come into the office for a second before we get started? I'm like, okay, I'm thinking we want to get like logistics set up. No, there's like 2 camera crews for the local news in there. Like, yeah, we're going to interview you now. I'm like, what?
Okay.
I'm glad I know what I'm talking about. Because, oh my goodness, I'm glad I don't get nervous on camera. Because could you imagine somebody who is not comfortable?
So Joylene, we wanted to understand exactly what was going on here. What are you going to talk about this evening?
Worse. It's like, so what do you think are the biggest problems in the Erie community leading to generational poverty? What are some of the things that you've discovered in your team on how we can tackle this in the short term and the long term? Like, I'm so glad I have answers for you.
So the light stuff.
Oh my goodness. Then. Oh yeah, they went right in. It's not like, who are you?
Right. Well, they don't care.
They don't care.
Who you are.
No, they wanted that, like, so they could have like a little like blurb under my picture, and it was hilarious because my mom was in a skilled nursing facility here before she passed, and like the next day I get this phone call. She's like, "You were on the news. Did you know you were on the news?" Because I'm thinking nobody's watching this, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I got stopped by coworkers in the hallway. My mom called me. I'm glad I didn't know, actually, kind of in advance, because terrifying. Like, that's not usually something I would raise my hand for. Like,
yeah, like imagine if you were just like not even bad in front of cameras, just bad at public speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
what a disaster. And like, then, a lot of people.
Chris, I know you're there. You're in the red zone. You're in timeout.
Oh.
I haven't even been in yet.
Yeah, it's okay. See, there you are. Yep. Nope. Shh. Sadly, I can still hear you, so it doesn't really make a difference. Anyway, yeah,
you didn't have a chance to fuck things up yet, though. I mean, your mic's not even on.
I mean, your mic's not even on.
Have a chance to fuck things up yet. That's.
I mean, your mic's not even on. That's. I mean, your mic's not even on. That's. I mean, your mic's not even on. That's. I mean, your mic's not even on. That's. I mean, your mic's not even on.
He's working on it.
I hit the button.
Ooh, that's loud.
That's loud.
I can turn down.
All right.
It's a lot of criticism.
That's just loud.
And I
Let's
just
let's get some Saturday evening energy, not Monday morning energy. Okay, Chris?
fair. That's fair.
That's still loud. I can just turn you down over here.
No, I'm sorry. I'll turn down some more. I'm still set up for the other thing.
For Zooms, yeah. Hold on. You're
Here, I'll
all
just
the way
pull-
up over here. Keep talking.
How about now? Is that
Yeah.
better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Super J.
Yeah. That was a nickname somebody used to give me.
Hmm.
I would never give myself that nickname.
No. You allowed such a thing?
It's like the most innocuous thing I could think of.
I've only known one person to ever be allowed to call you anything other than Jolene, and that is our friend who sounds like a 40s Brooklyn cab driver,
Andre.
Andre.
Yeah.
Jay. He called you Joy.
He would
Yeah.
call me Joy. He wouldn't call me Jay.
I wouldn't put it past him though.
Yeah, usually I would get like something else. Like I had an employee used to call me Professor. That was his nickname for me. He would come up to my desk like, Professor, I got a question. Professor.
Was it because you were knowledgeable about things, or because you
Yeah.
wore those elbow patches all the time?
Yes.
No, if I had like a tweed jacket with the patches, I would wear that every day.
Okay. If you come to town, I'll be sure to have mine on me, so
Yeah.
you can like take pictures for your headshot.
Chris, I think that was a very gentle recommendation of upcoming birthday present. Very gentle, very demure.
All about the tweed.
It's very demure, very brat.
I get those references.
There we go. I always
Throw
forget to
in.
push one last button.
Speaking of demure,
Very demure.
I picture like all the gentlemen here would probably do very well rocking the tweed with the elbow patches. Very like educating Rita vibe.
I have several tweed jackets with elbow
Sweet.
patches. I don't
Yeah.
know that I rock them, but I
I
certainly wear
still
them.
have a tweed jacket somewhere. I don't think it closes anymore.
It's in this closet.
There's a
Always,
much-
always open.
It's the
24
jacket.
hours.
Yeah, just like my office door is always open to you.
Just like your fly is down right now.
How
See,
did
can't
you
fool
know?
me.
Well,
Oh, you're talking to him.
You can't fool me. I'm not wearing pants.
Oh, there you go.
There's no
but he has a
flying.
racing stripe.
So
Do we need to turn off echo cancellation? Are we picking
Yeah, what's going
each
on there?
other
You
up?
got a little bit of a double there, Chris.
They're in
I'm
this.
in the same room.
it's her fault.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't help.
Mhm.
It's these.
Well, the idea being we were going to music in the first segment because I don't know how long. Sean, how long do we have you? Rebecca, how long do we have you?
I'll let Rebecca go first.
Oh, I don't know. TBD.
I'm here for a little bit of time, and then I'm running the family, dropping them off downtown to they're going to see One Piece at the Symphony, and,
Wow.
That's
and,
me.
or the music of One Piece with the symphony.
Right.
I
And then-
assumed it wasn't
And I'll
a
be
screening. Yeah.
That'd be weird.
and
Maybe not.
then
It'll
I'll
actually be the
then I'll-
music
yeah,
of
then
the
I'll have to go
Muppets.
and pick them up
Ones.
after a short amount of time. But I did put together one little musical thing, so maybe I can do that before I disappear for 25 minutes or something.
Is that
Would
One
like-
Piece related also?
In that it's one piece of a something.
Nice.
That's fair. That counts.
Okay. Well, why not? Let's do music then.
We
Somebody,
have to if you don't
somebody,
want to.
somebody do it. No,
I mean,
it
it's not
was
required.
my suggestion that we start doing
was.
music more.
I'd love to do-
all right.
I'd
Because
love
this
to
is
hear-
kind of a
I'd love
variety
to
show.
hear something from the Littlest White Girl on the. on the
Should have remembered for a second, like, oh, right, I have that under my picture.
we can, if it makes you more comfortable, we can sort of like talk like it's a cocktail party.
Right, yeah, just talk in the background and I'll pretend that no one's paying attention.
I
as
could
usual.
clink. I could get
Cherry
some
blossoms.
glasses to clink.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like this is a lot of work for y'all, but I'm okay with that.
It just sounds like a train passing by.
And then I'll agree to do some work,
Oh.
maybe.
Actually, Rebecca and I played a show
Nice.
at a place
Nice.
where I know, right? At a place, there's more. At a place that
Wait,
that
there's
was
more?
like at the bottom of a hill, and at the top of the hill was like a train line, and like this,
That's funny.
it's the route for the CSX. Um,
Those are fun.
and so it was just like every like 15, 20 minutes, there'd be a
Mhm.
5-minute long train thing. And
Nothing-
like, you know, I'm lucky because I can just set up a loop and then just do
Just wait.
solos while it's happening and then play the song eventually.
yeah.
Yeah.
But Rebecca does not. She has a
Oh,
loop
no.
pedal, but she does not implement it. It is not a part of her act. So it was just her strumming her guitar, playing her
Waiting.
like
I love
very, you know, heart-wrenching songs and stuff, and the train just.
Yeah,
I
it
feel
was-
like
it
if
was
you can't beat that, we can match it.
We can't match it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
You want to tell
Uh,
the it's
I
here
will
in Erie.
totally. So there is a venue here in Erie
Oh, really? That's so nice.
that has
No, there's more.
There's more.
Oh,
So they do this thing called arts and drafts, and they make their own beer and everything inside. They have art installations and people playing music, but there's a
Yeah.
second stage trackside.
Yeah, this is actually an old train station
Yeah.
that they turned into a brewery.
So the train track, like you could reach out and touch
die.
the train.
You could die.
Yeah, there's a
Totally
fence.
die.
Thankfully, at least there's a fence now. But so also the CSX line. So our band got booked for trackside, and now I'm loud. Don't get me wrong. Like I can be really loud.
Yeah,
even
but not-
without amplification. But oh boy,
you're not more loud than a locomotive.
I
You're
am
not train
louder
loud.
than a train. All right, so
Oh,
we
the
got to
locomotive.
play our set with trains coming by like every 10 minutes.
Wow.
And this is a desirable stage to play. We're
Yeah.
proud of ourselves for making trackside there. And
Yeah.
man, is it
Did I regret that? That
it,
was
it is
The sound guy is like, and up,
I
and
wonder if they
Yeah.
had a train schedule and then they had the mix like the faders
Right.
assigned, you know, like a
They weren't-
keystroke to just be.
they weren't that organized.
Great.
If only. Like I feel
although
like if
it
I was
was
doing it, I'd be
Tavon,
that
so it could have
organized.
been. It could have
Yeah,
been.
they were
Tays on day.
Yo, Tava.
Yeah.
Chocolate rain.
Very nice guy. Probably the best sound guy up here.
Yeah, better he
Moves
was
away
in
from the mic
comments
to
one
breathe.
time.
Very polite.
Yeah.
Rebecca, I do want to say that I identify with the emotional support looping pedal.
I identify as an emotional support looping pedal.
Like
Gender.
maybe tonight's the night. Maybe
Right,
maybe
it
it'll be
could
tonight.
be.
Maybe I'm gonna do it tonight. Maybe
You
not.
never
Trust
know
me,
when it's
guys.
gonna come out. Maybe the next time I play the train venue, I'm gonna be playing there a couple times.
I've practiced for it on
Near
a night
future.
of doing something and then not used it. I'm like, nah.
That would
I
be the
did
there
it
for
once in
you.
a show, and
this
it
is
was fun.
this is the metronome that you've been waiting for.
All right. Well, Rebecca, are you okay playing a song? Is that
Sure.
something that like is in your bailiwick, your wheelhouse?
My
Ballywick?
house. It is in my general.
Bally Total. Is it that in your
wheelhouse. I will-
Bally Total Fitness?
Yes, Bally Total Fitness.
Nice.
Let me go grab my guitar.
All
See what
right.
happens.
We'll just talk about her while she's gone.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
And-
see,
and by the
Totally
way,
can't hear
Jules,
us. Yeah.
I
no,
just
we'll
want
just
you to know,
pretend. Yeah.
Jules, I hope you can get a clean one of these.
One time, I think that Eric, or sorry, not Eric, but Chris went to the bathroom, but you could still hear, right? And I made up a song about you going to the bathroom while you were in the bathroom.
Yeah.
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 No,
It was a good song.
I couldn't hear
You couldn't hear that? Oh, never mind.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But Jules, I do want you to know before the song plays next that I am sorry.
I don't understand. I know what both of those words mean, and I've heard them in that order before from other people.
Mm.
But from your face, it make no sense.
I mean, I am
confusing.
for real.
If you were saying "I'm sorry" in the Shaun of the Dead sense, you'd be saying it to Joylene right now. I would think so.
I haven't
Is
seen
it? I'm
one.
sorry you feel that way.
Have you guys not seen that movie?
I
saw
I
it when it
own the
came out.
movie. I don't. I do
I'm
not
just
understand
saying,
the
you know.
reference. So Rowan, once again, I think this is 2 weeks in a row. Please explain that
That
reference.
That needs to be a new.
That's a segment now.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
wait.
you go.
Wait. I'm gonna guess one more. So, do you think that Rebecca's gonna sing a song that's really sad, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh, did that happen to you, Rebecca? I'm so sorry that happened to you." But you're saying I'm sorry ahead of time. Is that what you're saying? I'm sorry for?
Yes, and improv.
I feel like you guys are all in one area, and I have
In
been
Erie, Pennsylvania.
I have been thrown into an other area, almost as I have been cast out.
Uh-oh.
We're glad
I
you
froze.
felt comfortable to share that, Jules. You know, it's a
Yeah.
safe
Huh?
space.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't
we
control
accept
this
you.
stuff behind the scenes.
Oh.
That's not me. I don't do
Okay.
that.
Okay.
This was a segment that we did have though.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, this was the Chris not drinking time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were eating a lot of sponge candy.
A lot of sponge candy.
It's really good chocolate up here for some reason.
Because you're next to Canada.
Because Canada's known for chocolate.
Well, I think
Well,
they
the
get
European candy.
I think they get the British stuff.
Yeah,
Did
they
you,
have better chocolate in the
Ooh,
US.
speaking of which, Rowan, have you recovered yet from your Canada at a time?
Mostly. Like, I got back and I jumped right back into it at work, so
Ugh.
I'm very
rest.
tired.
Because you and Carrie were having so much better of a time than anyone else involved.
No!
Yeah,
Everyone looked
no,
like they
you
were
were
having
having
fun.
No,
great
I was
time. We were happy
I was
for you.
having about as much fun as they were.
Besides Jules.
Yeah, that was
also
great.
having fun.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
I
a
think
good
Chris,
night.
you were the only one who was
It's only Chris.
actively not having
So,
fun.
really, Chris,
Once
what's
again,
your
feeling
problem?
as
What's
though
your
there's a
fucking
group
deal,
over
Chris?
here and I have been put onto it. Explain that reference. So, Rowan,
So, Rowan, really quick before Rebecca plays her song,
Okay.
what is
All right,
the-
you asked for it. So,
asked.
in the movie Shaun of the Dead, the characters played by Nick Frost and Simon Pegg would often look at each other, very earnestly and say, "I'm
right,
sorry,"
right.
and they're like,
I remember.
What? No, it's okay." He's like, "No, I'm sorry,"
sorry.
and then
And
they
then-
would smell the fart.
Oh, yeah. no, I remember. Yep.
yeah.
Preemptive.
I love all three of those movies.
Rowan.
I think
that
Hot
long to get
Fuzz
here.
is. I think Hot Fuzz is the best one, and we can debate that later. Rebecca, what are you gonna do? What's up? What's
Are you
your
going to
name?
music at us?
Who are you? What's up? Everybody,
Who
shut
am
up.
I? Everyone wants to know, apparently. Let's see. This is a song that I wrote it a while ago. And yeah, I'll just play it because I don't really have much to say about it. Other than it only has 3 chords, which I usually don't employ. But that was my challenge to myself, to write a song with only 3 chords. So here it is. I can take you out of my contact list, erase all the voicemails you left. I can turn our pictures face down. I can toss your t-shirts in a cardboard box, change my status on Facebook to love in the freedom I've got, like nothing was lost. But I can't keep you from wandering into my mind when I reach to hold you for the 3,000th time. You're a reflex, like the urge to breathe. I guess I miscalculated, 'cause I can take you out of my life, but I can't take you out of me. I can take you out of the stories I tell, pretend you're a stranger, and I don't know that look in your eyes. I can make it seem just like a transaction. You didn't want what I had to sell. No hard feelings, no scars, no lasting impressions on my I can't keep you from wandering into my mind when I reach to call you for the 3,000th time. You're a reflex, like the urge to breathe. I guess I miscalculated, 'cause I can take you out of my life, but I can't take you out of me. Tracings, ripples, echoes, scars. Your half-life's longer than I thought. You're in the earth beneath my skin. It'll take a while to breathe again, 'cause I can't keep you from wandering into my mind when I go to call you for the 3,000th time. You're a reflex, like the urge to breathe. I guess I miscalculated, 'cause I can take you out of my life. Yeah, I can take you out of my life. I can take you out of my life, but I can't take you out of me. Thank you.
Yay.
You know, very briefly, I thought you were saying you're a reflux because you're acidic and you keep coming back up and you cause damage. And
That's
I'll
a good
consider the
song.
change.
it's not now that I said it out loud, it's like that's not
Yeah.
the worst note. That's
No,
not.
this is so. This is a good opportunity for a little game. What or who was Rebecca singing about? Wrong answers only.
Me.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it's Chris.
Naturally.
Yeah,
Social
all your
media.
songs about
Everybody
Chris.
stopped. It's just Chris.
Like-
Yeah.
That's Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Heroin.
Yes.
Ah.
Rowan, you just know me too well. Or excuse me, DJ Tebrock.
So
Shaun
I
of the
didn't
Dead.
want to, out us like that, but guys, it's actually about me. I mean, it's
You know, you've suddenly proved a lot of people right. Like just 48 years of people going, I fucking knew it.
so many,
Um,
so many.
so Sean, do you have time for song, or will you have to leave?
Um,
Dad, aren't you staying in tonight?
I am staying in, but I have to give you guys a ride.
That's true.
I think it would be. Chris, do we have 3 minutes before? Okay, we have 3 minutes. I'll do something.
But
It
I'm
is.
Chris.
It is not an original. Rebecca, that was lovely.
Thank you.
Nice.
And this is for Jules.
Well,
Well, I'm not the song anymore. Well, I might be the whole damn score. I might be reeling in your bed while you're sleeping in your bed at night. Well, I'm not just along anymore. I finally found what I've been looking for. I might be sitting in the passenger side, but not along for the ride. 'Cause I have control of a homegrown situation. I lay back, then I turn the alarm off and I turn out the light. 'Cause there's going to be some quality, keep sleeping, 'cause quality's keeping the quality up at night. And I'm fixed to lay out with my arms out and learning to fly to the darkest space, where I try to catch up to the catchphrase, human race. I say let the games begin, oh, underway, and the conditions that we play in, well, maybe these things are better this way. Hey, let the games begin today. Cause I'm just above the aggravation of love, and Now raise to the optimistical fortune and toasting it twice. And I'm sitting high on any time, any day and night. And I laugh to think I'm crying my eyes out. Well, isn't it nice? Through the darkest space, when I try to catch up to the catchphrase, human race, I say let the games begin. Oh, underway, say, in conditions that we play in. Well, maybe these things are better this way. Oh, in open space, when I try to catch up to the catchphrase, human race, I say let the games begin. Oh, underway, in conditions that we're playing.
That was lovely. What was it?
That was awesome.
What was that, Jules?
Chris, you don't want to know. Cover your ears, earmuffs.
This is a preview of the concert that Jules and I are going to do, where we perform Jason Mraz's E minor, E, B, and F live when I come to visit the East Coast.
So, Sean, I learned, I think, like 4 out of the 7 songs on that, and I'm like dusting them off because talking to you recent, like the past year about this has reminded me of it. So on Wednesday, Rebecca can attest to this. On Wednesday at my open mic, I played that song as a part of a 4-song medley of all
cool.
F sharp minor songs. It's the first time I've played it in quite a while. So
all those
I
words.
can't.
Interesting.
I was over. I did one of those teaching abroad things after college. I was in Austria, and I was such a huge fan of Jason Mraz, and I was doing some music over there and some music friends, and this songwriter guy, guitarist, and I'm like, listen to this guy. He's like, too many verbs.
Oh,
shit. So
That's very Austrian.
I'm gonna run, but I will be back.
All right.
I'm the chauffeur, so we'll see y'all.
Okay.
Cab.
See you.
Thanks for coming.
Peace, love, and humptiness.
Rowan,
For
am I
you.
misremembering that? Did you have time in Germany?
I did actually. When I was a kid, I lived there from ages 8 to 11. So
Never forget.
no,
8/11.
Is that 9/11? 8 to 1.
Oh no.
Whoops.
I forgot, but yeah, like it.
See, he remembered.
You know,
Which
I
way-
was there long enough to basically get culture shock when I moved back. So
That makes sense.
Perfect. That sounds useful.
Did you
Just
get
enough for
culture
the
shock
bad.
when you came back from Canada?
no.
Or was
no.
that just?
No.
I guess we get culture shock every time we look at the news now.
Or were you just sad?
Yeah, I think. Oh, that's what it
Just
is.
sad.
It's just
I'm just
despair.
sad.
Yeah. All the people I bumped into, they're like, "Yeah, we're really sorry about what's
That's-
happening in your
I've-
state,
that-
in your country
That's
right
what
now."
I've
I'm like-
heard.
Yeah.
They're like, "Yeah, me too."
Yeah, they said they were sorry.
Yeah,
It's just depressing.
it's crazy that 30% of the country can dictate what happens to 100% of the country, and then one guy can dictate what
It's
happens
not
to
even-
100% of the country.
It's not even 30% though. It's like 22.
Yeah,
Something
well,
like crazy
30%
like
of registered voters, but
Yeah, it's just
it's ridiculous. It's
even though
fun.
you're just my current, I guess this head in my hands because I really don't do Schadenfreude because I think it's pointless for this kind of thing. 'Cause, like, why
Yeah,
take glee? We're all suffering.
yeah.
But when I see like the folks who voted that way, go like, I know you're a good man, and I know you didn't mean for me to lose my federal job.
Oh
You
no.
100% meant for you to lose your federal
That's the
job.
plan. That's the plan.
Yeah,
You
it's
wouldn't
like,
have let the richest man in the world dictate
Do
this
that.
kind of policy unless
Yeah.
he wanted him to do the thing that they've all been trying to do for the last 80 years since the New Deal
Right.
happened. They
Yeah,
tried to kill Roosevelt to do this shit.
Yeah, but
And
how did it happen?
it just didn't work. They just fucked up.
They're like they've been anti-labor forever, anti-union,
Forever.
and so like that kind of stuff.
Can't this? I mean, I know it's news to people, and like people like
So sad.
people. Look, man, I know that the other side's propaganda machine is very good, but so is the liberal one. It really beats you into like complacency. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. That's
I didn't want you
what
to
I was
miss
thinking.
out.
Well, I need to drink.
I did
as we talk
mine.
about this.
I did mine while Sean was playing because I was thirsty, but
Oh.
I wanted to do it after.
I did. I waited specifically.
Ah, I see. I
To
see.
punctuate.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Anyway,
Okay.
yep, we live in a hellscape. So, Chris, Rowan, either of you have a song that you'd like to be sharing?
I could do.
I saw you had a guitar there.
Well, yeah. Like I was like, okay.
Okay.
I guess I better set up my guitar because like they
Yeah.
actually want me to do music.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, bitch.
I didn't even bother.
Are you
usually
ready
just
to
like
go
bullshit.
now, or do you need a song's worth of time to set up?
No, I can do. I mean, if you want to go ahead.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fine.
man.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Flip a coin.
No.
Right.
Don't count it at me.
Rochambeau. Is that so? What does
Rock,
Rochambeau?
paper,
When I say Rochambeau, yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
I used to think it was rock paper scissors. Then I watched an episode of South Park, and it was when they would kick each other in the nuts.
Well, no, Rochambeau was actually a person.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. History Man.
Mr. Having the correct information.
How dare you?
Well, what do you
How
think? You're
dare
smarter
you.
than me? Well, I don't think it. It's kind of obvious.
But yeah, like
Smart is good.
it's just such a weird. I mean, it's because it's French. It's just such a weird word in English. I
I
think
believe
people are
it's
like, oh,
pronounced
this is funny. And they
but otherwise,
repurposed it.
please continue.
Yeah.
Well, we get a lot of the foreign words wrong, like not just like the way we pronounce them, but also because we're so, and not just that, like we're so disconnected from the culture it came from.
Oh yeah, well,
We
it's
just
a
like
colonizer mentality.
botch
Yeah,
the
yeah,
meaning so badly.
yeah. It's how
gets
it's how they call Qatar. They call it cutter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like you could call it Qatar. That's closer. They like
We don't have those
that
sounds.
really weirded me out the first time I heard someone
Cutter.
say cutter.
Cutter.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Better.
I was like,
Hi.
is that the way it's
Jesus,
supposed
Rebecca,
to be
let him
said?
get it out. Come on.
It's cutter.
It's like cooter. What?
Yeah,
That's
you like that World Cup over
He
there?
was, he
Cutter.
was the guy on Dukes of Hazzard, right?
That's right. Hey, wee. Them Nuke boys are sure going to be driving. They're going to drive that car over the ravines.
Oh my god.
Them Nuke boys
I
are
still like
Nuke
I
boys.
still like shake my head going, why?
Why did they think
Why,
that it was
my
okay to
black
put the
parents?
fucking
Why
flag
did you let me
there?
watch this show as a 5-year-old? What the
Wild.
fuck?
I mean,
Wild.
a really good
It's what
theme
was
song,
on.
but
Like
yeah.
all of it was just like I think about the stuff I watched as a kid, and I have similar questions. Not why is a black child, because clearly that was not me. But
Why,
as
Rose
a
parents?
female child, why as a Hispanic child was I like, this is a good thing to watch? No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, this stuff was awful. Yeah.
monoculture. That's what was on.
It's all there was.
Yeah.
But no. It wasn't about they weren't It was all about states' rights. That's why they were
Rebel
they were
pride.
moonshiners, and they were like they were
Yeah.
rebelling against thus the rebel flag. They were rebelling against the
rebelling
constitutional
Right,
dry county they were
to
in.
do what? Oh, that's dry of free labor. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. I'm
But
just
like Chico
spitballing.
and the Man wasn't offensive either. With those really fun accents that they put on. No,
I never
it
saw
wasn't.
that one, so but
Yeah.
I
Be
can
grateful.
imagine it's
It had a
just-
great theme
Be-
song, though.
be
That's
really
all I got.
grateful.
I think Mickey Rooney has been unfairly accused. He was
wasn't on
trying
that show.
to do a good culture when he was Long Duck Dong.
Oh yeah.
Oh, whoops.
That wasn't Mickey Rooney though.
What's
No.
the fucking character he played in?
No, Long Duck Dong was.
That's
in,
a.
That was
No,
in,
you're-
that was in
I'm
16
getting my
Candles.
movies confused.
You're thinking Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah, what's the
where
fucking
he
character he
played,
played?
Ducky, get the fuck in
uh,
the car. What?
where he was the landlord.
Yeah.
The Asian.
Yeah.
Landlord.
Yeah.
Because there were no Asian
No,
actors.
They
in
didn't
Hollywood.
exist. Like gay people didn't exist.
Didn't exist.
Yeah, but at least Pat Morita on Happy Days was
Yeah.
actually,
And they made him do the accent, and they made him do the accent again in Karate Kid, even though he was born in like Reseda or
Uh-huh.
something.
Yeah. Did you ever
Because
see his stand up though?
No,
He's
I
a
saw
great
him
man.
stand up.
Great.
He was really fucking funny.
Yeah.
He did a really good Red Fox impression.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Nice.
And but like so most of you guys know my stepdad's Chinese. His family has been in America since like late 1700s. Still get treated like they just got here.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times like someone would talk to my stepdad, and like the obnoxious, "You're not from here, I'm assuming, so I'm going to speak
Yeah, be
very
louder."
loudly."
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And he was born in Texas, but we lived in Staten Island, so he kind of had a New York accent. So when he would talk, they'd go, just the look of horror on their faces.
We've been infiltrated.
It's like,
I missed
your
Jimmy.
English is so good.
Oh, you're so articulate.
You're so articulate.
I get that one so much.
Yay.
Or at least I
That's
used to anyway.
My
horrible.
favorite one that I got when I was a teen man, a friend of mine, we were all horny teens trying to hook up with everybody and stuff. So friends were always trying to introduce people to other friends and see like, oh, maybe they'll hook up. I don't know. So my friend tried to hook her friend up with me or my other friend. I don't know. It was one of those. It was weird. We were just everybody was just really. We couldn't keep it in our pants. You get
You were
it.
young.
Tonight. Anyway, we yeah. So
fun.
Funnily enough, not fun. That band. Hate that guy's voice. Anyway, so we talked on the phone. And yep, and then we met in person to go see some fucking shit ass movie that came out in the mid 2000s. Yes, Joylene, if you're shrinking into yourself, yes, because
I can feel it coming.
Yes, and I didn't say the thing that I'm going to say I said, but I thought it immediately, but I held myself back. So we were introduced. And she introduced it. This is Ian, and this is Jules. And she was like, "Oh, I thought you were white." And what I wanted to say was, "Oh, I thought you were hot."
You should have said that.
I know.
You really should have said that.
I was very polite back then.
Don't be that polite. She
I'm
deserved that.
but I was rude in different ways. Now I'm polite in
Okay.
different ways, and I am, let's say, less forgiving in different ways. So I'm very quick to call someone on that sort of shit.
Yeah,
now.
but I thought you were hot. Would have been an awesome comeback.
No, it would have been great.
by the
It was
way.
a
That's
really
quality.
good comeback, and
Yeah, you
I
should've said it.
and my friend, I think everybody but her felt bad about that. Because the
Shocking.
friend that introduced us was Mexican, Mexican American, and then the other friend who was introduced was my best friend. So it was like there was pretty clear who was the asshole there. I think the movie we were seeing, it was probably like Starsky and Hutch or some shit. It was around that time.
Bad too.
It was a bad movie.
It's a
No,
bad
that's the
movie
thing.
on
It was
top of
it was
bad
a bad
taste.
movie on top of all that shit.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, it was a bummer. It was a bummer.
That's the real problem.
It's one
At
of
least if
two
you had a
times
decent
that's
movie, it'd been
happened.
fine.
I've also had a girl say, like, there's very silly, same-ish friend group, but we would all hang out in my friend's, we would call it the eggplant, before the emoji thing was a thing, which is funny because we played, like, Truth or Dare in there a bunch and made out and stuff. Not with each, well, with each. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Anyway,
Yeah, that's fine.
it was a Chrysler like minivan, and but it was like the color of an eggplant. Anyway, so one of those like truth or dare things. And then it was like, who's hotter, this person or this person? And it was my friend who is not conventionally attractive, but he like, was not unsuccessful with the women, but like of the people in the car, he was the least conventionally attractive. So I was like, oh, look, I mean, I've been striking out lately, and so this will be it's not great. It's not great. Joylene, start the shrink. It's and so I was like, this will just be like an easy slam dunk for my self-esteem. This will be great. And then and then it was just like, oh well, such and such, I'm not gonna name names, such and such is the more attractive one. And I'm like, oh, dip. Oh no.
Oh, fuck. There goes my night.
And then they were like, oh, I'm sorry, it's just like, I'm not into black guys.
Damn.
Oh, that's awful. Oh my
man.
gosh.
I mean, I'm not either, but I didn't think you were going to tell everybody.
I mean, so
Never mind.
speaking of black guys I'm into, Rowan, you got a song?
Please play a song.
Yeah,
Save us from this painful. Like
I have
we're all
more.
having
They're just not like,
flashbacks.
they don't involve women telling me that they're not attracted to me. Because
But this happened before 2008 when racism was solved, right?
this actually
Fine.
happened in
yeah,
2010. So
Oh, shit.
our president was black by then. There was no excuse. Yeah, maybe 2009.
I
People
thought Bill
suck.
Clinton was the first black president.
Okay, so a fun thing I've been doing is other presidents doing the Bill Clinton line. So at the Spark on Tuesday, John F. Kennedy came up and I did, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I did a better Kennedy before.
I believe you.
But, yeah.
I like that he's Australian now.
Oh, I'm Chinese, I am.
Hello, I'm Chinese, innit? Please, Rowan, deliver us.
No pressure.
This is not ancient Greece, and I am no oracle. I'm prone to the many faults and flaws of mankind. But my father, he is no God, he is but flesh and bone. Flesh is weak, bones will break, just like courage and resolve. As a boy, I prayed to be just like you, to earn your honor, your honor and your courage, your resolve. This is not ancient Greece that I see the monster you become. But then it's our shadow on the wall. Your words pursue me through a maze of crippled logic. Disturbed by your lack of faith, confined by your resolve. Just behind me now, and I've got nowhere left to run. You're tracking my every movement. So you want me in my place, and I'll never tell you again. Volcano blows, the asphalt that I rain. I still love you, but I'll never be the same. I'll never be the same. Ah,
Ah,
Nicely done,
yeah.
sir.
That was maybe the best version I've heard you do of that on one of these.
oh,
Is there something?
thank you.
You always play it well, but there was something different about it.
He's saying it sounded like shit always. The other times.
No, I think I'm just a little less distracted. I think.
You seem looser.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's
because
like
you're usually like foot stepping and hitting buttons and
Here
yeah.
comes the footstepper.
Well, I was talking to Carrie about this, because he's, and if you're watching Carrie, I hope you don't mind my saying, but he's very down on himself. He's such a great player.
Yeah, I wish you wouldn't do that.
But, and I was trying to explain to him, look, man, I played in front of thousands of people, literally, at once, but I still get fucked up when I'm playing, on VOM or streaming, because I get distracted, and I play way worse than I do, when I'm on stage in front of a whole bunch of people.
It's different energy. You don't
It
get
is,
that
and
energy
there's no
exchange.
feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, the energy exchange, exactly.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're performing in a vacuum, but when you're on a stage, even if it's 5 people, you still get that energy exchange, and you can kind of feed off of that.
Yeah,
and kind of ride the wave of it.
Exactly, and I'm not at all sort of and my apologies to anybody. I'm not a religious or mystical person.
God damn it! Bro.
How dare you?
But that energy exchange thing is real. It's you're on stage and it's it's a feedback loop, and it makes a huge difference.
Absolutely.
And with something with any sort of streaming, if you're doing it alone, there's no one to exchange energy with. Even if I do live from the lair with Rob and Heather and Kristen, that's a whole different thing because we're
bouncing off
each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
it's a different kind of thing.
Yeah, and I like streaming. I like the technical side of it. I like the challenge of it.
It's nice to just be able to go to your basement and then that's where the stage is and everything's where you left it and all your settings are there and you're the sound guy and you happen to be very capable. Yeah.
And during the heart of COVID times, it was a lifeline, it was I was never alone, and I'm at extreme introvert.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
you know, being able to like retreat down here
Yeah.
and be comfortable with people, you know, online,
Yeah.
it was really
And
really healthy
with
for
a
me.
bunch of other people that were like, but I wish I'd found it sooner, but I don't think I was in the right place to be of any use to that. You know, like I don't know if y'all would have me on if 2020 Jules showed up on the
You came in
VOM.
pretty hot. What was it, 2021?
Chris, we were both we didn't know how to interact with each other, let's just say. Yeah.
Jules, I didn't say you were solely at fault.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
said you
yeah,
came in
yeah.
hot.
Yeah,
That's
I
all.
always come in hot. I just, you know, it was
It's those hot
But-
pants.
it was the
Yeah,
fish
but
bag.
not
I
as
always
hot
do
as
that.
that other guy.
The fish
From
bag.
what I can see,
Wait,
from
what's
what
a
I can
fish
see,
bag?
you guys are both still coming in hot.
Thank you, Sean.
Just put product in my beard.
Yeah, but like it was as you were saying, like to come down and to like sequester, but then to also be with people who are going through, for the first time in my life, the same exact thing that you're going through. You completely understand what everyone else is going through and what situation they're in and the need to have this thing. I buried myself in like production stuff and I learned how to create the sound I want. Like that's why I'm confident enough to record this album that I'm recording.
Keep
We
saying
have
it.
faith in
Keep
you.
saying it.
You're
Oh
gonna do
no,
it.
it's happening,
It's
and
happening.
the tedium has begun.
Uh,
As of like
As
a
it does.
week and a half ago,
Oh.
I am officially like we are in. Yeah, by the end of this month, I should be done with most of the stuff. I'll probably have guitar stuff to
That's
do because I
exciting.
have some guitars to get repaired. But yeah, like I think it'll all be at least mapped out, and then if I bring
Nice.
people
Very cool.
on, I'll do that. I don't know that I will. We'll see.
Oh, you were talking about recording before, and you said you're going to play this and this and this. And I'd asked, but I don't think I ever found out. Are there drums on it? And if so, are you planning on playing it? Do you play drums?
No, I don't have enough room for a drum set. I thought about it, like around the time that I wanted to like start a band. This is the reason I started talking to Joey again in 2014 or whatever, was because I knew he had a drum set in his basement. He wasn't playing drums, and then I was just like, "Hey, no, this wasn't 2014, because he had joined you by then."
Yeah,
Um,
yes, he had, yeah.
Yeah. So this was like 2011 then.
That was a
Yeah,
while ago.
2012 that I was just like, I have these songs. I miss playing electric guitar. I hadn't done my loop stuff yet. Chris disappeared. He turned into the Iliami signal.
I got to move a thing.
It's all right. It's fine. We all got to move.
That's
the thing.
weird.
Yeah, no, we don't know why that is, but you know, we don't ask questions here.
I mean, I know why.
Okay.
You don't want to know?
No, I
Right.
don't.
Bless you. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, and so yeah, I didn't have room. I'd moved back in from Baltimore into my parents' house, and like I wanted to learn drums, but there was no room in this room for drums. There'd still be no room for drums in this room.
Are you considering like programming?
Oh yeah, no, I know
That's
how
good
to.
enough for us.
I do the like, so there's like drum assignments on the keyboard. Like I don't have a drum machine, so the MIDI keyboard just works as functions as a drum machine, and like it's all like action sensitive. So like that's how I did it on the mixtape thing. Chris, you said you listened to that?
Yeah.
All those drums was me on the keyboard.
Nice.
Yeah.
And there are a couple of VSTs as well that you can get that will play drums.
There's a couple of what
Now, Rowan, I know what a VST is, and I'm sure we all do. But for all of everyone else out there, maybe tell them, but not me, because I know, and I'll mouth it along with you if you want while you explain it. But could you maybe explain it for Rowan? I don't know what it is. Could you tell me? But just for
I missed part of that because my.
Please tell us what that is.
Rowan, could you
a VST.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a plugin.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's a recording plugin.
There's a lot for like it's a plugin.
Does
So
VST
yeah, if you're
stand for
on
something?
What's that?
Very standard taco.
I think it was
Yes,
it was
that's it.
created by virtual stand. Or was it
Virtual stand taco.
Virtual
It's like
Stan
Stanberg.
Thomas.
Here, let me check.
Vic Stamberg Thompson. It's a man.
There we go.
He comes to your house and plays drums.
It's like a service.
It's virtual studio technology.
Okay.
Okay.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
It does make sense.
I thought it was be really
Yeah.
complicated.
Yeah.
And then there's like Macs use something called AUs, which are slightly different. Or I mean, you can still use VSTs. on
American
Macs as
University.
well.
Yeah,
Just
no,
from
we all know.
Australia.
Yeah.
And Jules, I used to do what you did because I was also the keyboard player for us, and I have, again, in this closet is
There's
one
some
of those
questionable
keyboards.
demos.
Yeah, of me, playing
Yeah.
percussion.
No,
then
like-
I went back to I'm just gonna go buy some things where I
Yeah.
can make percussive noises. It sounds a lot better than this crap that I
I
was doing
mean,
on my keyboard.
I need to relearn the configuration of where I know where this is. Hold on. This is a kick drum, and then this is a snare, and then these are all toms.
Yeah, I had a map. That I used to put on
Hi
the top.
hat. Yeah, they're
Do you
used to
have
like
that?
like
Yeah.
I have a keyboard that has it because I guess it's just standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an overlay.
Yeah.
It's a MIDI
Yeah.
thing.
You can
Right.
do it.
So yeah, but I should do that. I should just make a little key so that I know how
Mhm.
key so that I know because
A
once I
key?
get thank you.
Transparent tape.
Once
with,
I
like,
get
lighting.
into the with the silver Sharpie or something like that.
Yeah.
Once I get into the swing of it again, I can just I don't have to automate them or program them. I can just do it to the track, to the click, and then with minimal moving of the digital notes. That's and it's fun. I like it. I want to play drums because
and
it
the samples are
seems fun. It
Like,
seems
they're-
very fun, and you get to hit stuff.
So back in the day when our now oldest, the teenager, was playing drums, we got
But he
him-
wasn't the oldest.
He is the oldest. I got confused
But he's
for
not a
second.
teenager. He wasn't a
He
teenager.
was a
Oh,
teenager.
oh,
he is
okay.
now though.
Okay,
On the hard. This is pre-teenager.
our child
Uh,
who's now the oldest. It's what?
Who's now a teenager?
Time travel.
He's
He laughs
runs
at
his
the
way
other
up to
one?
being the oldest. Yeah.
He's the
He runs
oldest,
really
yeah.
He
fast.
lapped him.
Yeah, that's right.
Lois Lane died. He got really upset.
Anyway.
Rest in,
Anyway.
rest in peace, previous elder child.
The former
talk about
elder
him.
child.
That's right.
Before we bought him a kid, we bought him the electric pads, hoping it wouldn't be nearly as horribly loud as a full-on drum kit in the house.
It's not unless you have
it's-
downstairs neighbors.
No.
Right.
But he wasn't as into it because it's different than sitting at a kit.
Right.
So, I would play with the damn thing. So I get out the sticks and the headphones, and I would play on the pads. And
Mhm.
it's the samples are good enough where you get a pretty decent sound out of it.
Yeah.
Because it's responsive to force and everything.
Yeah,
Just
he would play on an electric kit for his lessons.
which also sounded really good.
Yeah, we thought
Nothing-
about those.
Nothing funnier though than looking at a kid in elementary school playing along to metal. The kid's bigger than him, and he's got the double bass drum pedals going, and he can really play.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where did this child come from? Won't get him near a kid now.
No,
He won't touch
Wow.
it. I'm like, it's a damn shame because he was good at it. And it makes
Wow.
me so sad.
he could
That's so
play
weird.
at 7
Me with martial
Yeah.
arts.
because he had time. You
Yeah,
can't
it's
teach
time.
time. Yeah.
And he
It's
could
like
play.
me with martial arts.
Oh.
Really,
Wait,
Jules? Tell us more about martial arts.
Were you
I
kung fu
won
fighting?
trophies.
Did
You
you?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then did
I
you
just
go
think it's art.
football and ruin everything? Or
What was your branch of
Kung,
martial arts?
Kung Fu.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Shaolin
Did you go to
Wushu,
the
baby.
school in DC?
No, in Silver Spring. There's
Oh,
this
really?
guy,
Okay, cool.
Dennis Brown, who was a contemporary of Jackie Chan.
Oh.
He had a picture of him and Jackie Chan going on the wall. And I think he had a poster for Mortal Kombat, the movie. So I think he may have helped do the fight choreography for that shit ass
Nice.
movie.
It wasn't because
Any-
it was a good movie.
Come here.
It
Wasn't
depends
good.
on what you're looking for in a movie. I don't
Doesn't have
think
to be
the word.
good.
I don't think the word "good" is the word I would.
Yeah, I was entertained
There
because
we go.
I used to play that game as a teenager
Yeah.
in the arcade. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I remember this. This is
For you,
nostalgic.
that was the
fun.
worst day of your life. For me, that was Tuesday.
Yeah, I got up to Greenbelt,
Nicely done.
Maryland.
went
Yeah,
there
that's
once.
just it's just
Nice.
down the just down the road.
Nice.
That was bad.
No, but I made the joke first. Anyway, Chris, are you
Hi,
gonna play a
Rebecca.
song?
Sorry.
Chris, you song play?
I
Play song?
could song play.
You song play. Play song.
I
Play
could
song.
song play.
I'm mute Mike.
Do song. Hi, mute Mike. Hi, mute Mike.
Hi, Chris.
Spotlight that damn man.
No. Could you? Is there any way you could stay on
So-
Sean while I play my song?
He muted his picture.
He muted his picture. There he is. Are you getting guitar?
Yep.
Okay. Makes me sad. Let's see. Go ahead and get hurt. Why not? No amount of fair warning can stop the trials all coming that should set you running. Go ahead and get hurt. Go ahead and get hurt. Take your chances and lose. It's true. Really isn't much else you can do. Throw yourself in it. You know you can't win it. Take your chances and lose. Take your chances and lose. Oh, sorry. The sad truth is, no one learns a damn thing from anyone else. You gotta burn. No, I'm not laughing. I know you weren't asking.
Yeah. Or is it?
What?
I've heard that before. Yes.
You have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've played it before.
I like it.
Thank you. Have you heard that before?
Mhm.
Okay.
That was lovely.
Thank you, bud. Are you back?
I'm back, but I'm going to switch back over to the computer.
No,
Okay.
he broke into someone's house.
That's what
Cool.
he does.
That's what he does. He's a rebel. That's butt for you.
Y'all, you all know me so well.
Jumping out of trees, breaking into houses.
Cat burglar.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
That was me.
His name was switching.
Now,
So do we get a Miss Jackson song?
if you're nasty. Oh, there we go. We did both of them.
Yeah, we did.
I'm sorry.
You've been cast out.
Oh, right.
There it is.
Are you going to play us one of those songs from your the notebook of old songs tonight?
Ooh.
No, I have not. I have not even.
Sean remembered.
I remember.
Peppered
I have a
Strong.
third
He's like, why
section
did I
in
tell
this
them?
notebook, and some of them over there, like the binder clip of shame.
Yeah,
Like the songs that are over there.
Listen,
I have a
I will,
drawer
I will,
full of shit.
I will whip out something.
Yeah, I know you will, man.
From one of these things.
Yeah.
This is
Fucking finally. What?
Okay, good.
That's
A
all
bad
I
one.
want.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I will make it a point to I blocked that out from my fucking memory.
I'll tell you what. Here's
But I
what
will
we'll
set
do.
I will set aside the books.
Here's what we'll do.
Okay.
On the stage, we will bring old random like lyrics things, and we will give them to each other, and in real time, we will compose things from the other person's
Oh, the
old
horror.
lyrics.
Oh, man.
That's
And
mean.
everybody in
That's
the
evil.
audience has to be
That's-
as hammered as you two are.
You
Or they
have
have
to
to
be.
all be songwriters.
It's a social experiment.
Yeah, they
What
can't be
both?
civilians. Like
No,
it just
no.
that can't.
They won't understand.
You
That is
can't.
not.
You're
it's
gonna
not
vet
okay.
the audience, be like, please
For
present your
real.
I'm a songwriter
Yeah.
card before you
Yeah.
enter.
Show
this.
me your SoundCloud and or Bandcamp, or you are not permitted
I need
entry to this
footage.
show.
And
Yeah,
I need footage
yeah.
of you
That's
performing.
right. There's an
barely gonna make
application
it
to
in if you
attend
only
this
have
show.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's fine. I'll accept that kind of after hours
No,
special
I'll-
access kind of thing. But
That might be worth
we
a
should
try.
do
That
it.
sounds brutal. Just because you don't know what you're getting.
Yeah.
I'm way too much of a control freak. I'm like, I'm gonna do what? Like, I don't know what the hell you wrote. And that has to no. That's not coming out of my
And
mouth.
like, I
There's
was
just no
talking
way.
about like my like horny, lonely teen years. Like that's what that shit was about.
Listen. Just won't it sound so sweet and cloying with my
Yes,
beautiful clear voice?
that's one of those words. Yes.
Yeah.
Please tell me,
Just,
Jules. Don't tell him, but tell me that at least one of those songs is about being a black teenager.
No.
Specifically, none? Because
No.
that would be so great for Sean.
I
to
hadn't
try to
been
sing.
arrested by the time I wrote like my first good song.
Um,
And so by then I think maybe that's what catalyzed it.
So
Thanks, Obama.
For the local Bushwick show, there was definitely a period where I was sort of like the token white guy playing on sort of explicitly like race and ethnicity experience books. And I would be like, they would always ask me, they're like, Sean, do you want to do it? Like, we need one more person.
Like,
And
sure.
Did you do one for the Baldwin month where they did the James Baldwin?
I did the Baldwin one. I did the Baldwin one. And I also did one that was sort of about becoming a mother, but it was like sort of a Filipino
Magic.
mother. So it was like,
Wow,
all, like
right up your alley.
mother stuff.
once again,
I mean, when I
fucking
look at
finally.
you, I think Filipino mother.
Screams
So,
Filipino
I'm
mother.
saying.
I'm
like,
Finally, they're
come
saying
on.
what we've been thinking.
Wow.
Like, I mean, this is like I go to the cafeteria. I'll get myself 35 lumpia when they're selling them. But isn't that?
Wow. So this is me crawling back into myself. Like, I'm really uncomfortable.
They gave me
She's
a
just gonna
card.
like disappear further and further into that
Yes,
chair.
right.
It's only be
No,
a
she
shadow of
can't.
a woman.
Somebody water Joylene. She's
She'd
Wicked.
well be.
Can't
dehydrating.
do it because
The camera keeps
camera
coming for
follows
me.
her. It's
Yeah.
like
Right.
it's.
I can't
I'm
escape.
just trying to make her feel better.
I can't escape.
Oh,
It's bad.
I could play that song though. That's a really fucking good song.
Okay. Yeah.
Do it.
Anyway, but after we hear
Yeah, I'll
We'll
do
get
my
a Jules song.
Jackson's songs and
Yeah,
after
Jules song.
Rebecca plays again.
Just remember,
In turn.
I sang Chris's lyrics for like 20 years. So
What are you trying to say, man?
I was And people would get it wrong because they're like, oh, they assumed I was the songwriter, which is hilarious.
It's like sitcoms. They think the actors are just making
right.
stuff up.
So Chris is great at writing from a woman's perspective, and whether he was writing from a woman's perspective or not, people assumed he was writing from a woman's perspective because I was singing it.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
That's feminism in action.
It got weird and hilarious.
No.
Because I never changed the genders of anything in the songs.
Yeah.
So he's writing about like, I just want that girl. So I'm singing.
That didn't help with the rumors that we were that Chris alluded to
That's
earlier.
right. Were you singing that about me? Because like we established we had our thing in the background.
And then and then of course the song that you sang about your hairy testicles, and everyone was like,
so confusing.
And how you found a lump. Yeah.
It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor that we've all used. I mean, haven't you all said before?
That first wet dream experience was really confusing to people when I was singing about it.
We call it a
And by the way,
yeah.
I don't know how old the song is, Joylene, but I don't care if she runs with scissors. I just want that
girl. I don't care if she talks and titters. I just want that girl.
Did I write that when we knew each other, or did I bring that in?
You wrote it early on.
Yeah, that's
when we
remember the
together.
90s?
Yeah.
That was us. Yeah.
Pokemon.
So there's a lot of
you gotta catch them all.
That stuff.
Yeah.
And I did apparently.
STIs.
This is measles, mumps, and rubella.
Yeah.
Now,
if you didn't catch them all, you just weren't doing a good enough job.
You can now though.
I just never
mandatory.
got invited to those parties,
Yeah.
if I was even remotely interested, I would have cleaned up. I'm kind of sad for myself.
We're having very different conversations.
I know. I'm just thinking of like the missed opportunities.
So we had a thing where Joylene and I played at the gallery in DC.
You told that story.
And I'm pretty sure she and I were the only straight people there.
We may have been.
And after we played, there was an individual who was taking an interest in Joylene, and she offhandedly said something about being married to me. And the person who she was talking to whipped around and looked at me and said, she's with you? I said, yeah. She went, I'm going to talk to you. I don't think anything ever came of it, but it was unexpected.
They were like fingers like up to your face.
Yes. Hey, the first press we ever got was in the Baltimore Gay paper.
Advocate.
So there you go.
Yeah, it was in the
More
Advocate.
press talk.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
That's how we started.
Is that
How
right?
impressive.
Yeah.
Impressed?
You're just talking about doing press. Oh, fuck you. Don't play a song. Everybody shut
He's
up.
muting everybody.
Shut up.
You can fuck yourself.
Everybody leave.
Yeah,
Go
we're all
away.
kicked out.
I'm
Get out of here.
We love you, Jules.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to wear my paramecium tongue.
We're all sorry, Miss Jackson.
We
That's right.
We are for real.
We are
Are
for
you
real.
for real? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Just so you know, we're real talk here.
I've just been playing the song every chance I get because I need to sear the latest verse into my brain and the rest of the song into my brain because now it's done. Fucking finally. Who said procrastination didn't work? Me. It doesn't. I mean, it does for me because it doesn't matter. Shelter in place until I'm ready. One small step would be a giant leap. I can't breathe. Gravity's low, but I feel heavy. What if someone comes and I'm not here? I can't breathe. I don't wanna go outside to run and hide from monsters. Eyes are glowing in the night, haunting my horizon. I love to bask in the light of the earth in the dark. I thought of asking you, but it's hard to admit I was wrong all along. I don't have time to think this over. Daylight's fading and the cupboard's bare. Don't be scared. If they go high, then we go lower. Doesn't really matter if this isn't fair. They don't care. You just have to run outside to go and fight the monsters. Eyes are glowing in the night. Conquer your horizon. I've tried the easy way, but I think it's supposed to be hard. I'll die before I take any life that you wanna throw out and discard. No more excuses. Been putting this off for too long. It might prove useless, but I may end up finding a place I belong. And then I go out into the night, and maybe the monsters eat me. Maybe the monsters are a metaphor. I'm just joking. There are no metaphors in this album.
It's
No,
not true.
none.
It's all
Everything's fact.
straightforward. It's a straightforward space thing, like Star Trek or Doctor Who.
It's pretty much a documentary.
Yeah. Oh, so
your
you've seen
journal.
it. Okay, you've seen
In
the
real
footage.
time,
Yeah.
yeah.
You've seen the dailies. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your journal set to music. We understand.
Yeah, it's my journal, my journey. It's my truth. I'm living my truth.
Dear
Chasing my bliss.
diary, today
Dear
I was stuck in
Diary.
a spaceship time travel situation with no metaphors.
Yeah, zero metaphors.
I hear you.
Just ghost towns, masquerade balls. Balls.
I hate it
But
when
that's
that
not a
happens.
metaphor either.
Is
It's just
that the name of
just
the
means
album?
testicles.
Zero
Huh?
metaphor. Zero metaphor hour.
Yeah.
Yes, 9 a.m. All right. So that's going to be recorded.
Good.
There'll
That's
probably
good.
be a string or two on it, but otherwise that's
Six
kind
of
of just going to be it. Oh,
Like a sort of like a gut bucket bass. Is that what you're talking about?
yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like a single string.
Yeah. Yeah, one of those guys. Washboard bass. Yeah.
Washboard bass.
Washboard bass.
Wash tub.
No, washboard.
Ain't no hole in the wash tub. Can't do that.
It's yeah.
Ain't no hole in the wash tub.
And there's no sex in the champagne room. We all know the rules. All right, Rebecca, is it too late for you to play a song? Will your neighbors kick you out of the building?
I don't think so. They seem to be kinder to me these days.
Oh, that's so nice of them.
Yeah. I've
Do
been
they see your
practicing at the
press?
storm, and I've gotten no. What'd you
Oh,
say?
was it the
Do they
press
see the
conference?
press, the cherry
Yeah.
blossom thing? They're
Yes,
like,
they
oh,
watched the
he's
news and
famous.
saw me play, and they were like, "Oh, that
There it
poor
is.
girl. No one's paying attention to her." We
They're
very kind.
all worried about the Japanese ambassador.
That's right.
Ooh.
They were like, she showed up in a dress and everything, and no one cares she exists. This is so sad.
Oh,
We better
that
be
is
kind.
sad.
I did wear a dress and everything. I'm so glad I did because it was so fancy. If I'd worn jeans, I would have been like totally out of place.
Is this the stuff that happened before I showed up? I
Yes.
feel as though
Yes.
those
I
things were
played
things.
at a press conference on whatever day, someday this week, Thursday, for the National Cherry Blossom announcement of like when the blossoms are happening. And I did not, they did not tell me how fancy it was, but it was quite fancy. But I
Well, if
did
it's at
bring a
the
dress and I
Waldorf,
wore a
that's
set.
gonna
Well,
be a
I mean,
little.
true, but like, they didn't really say much about like anything other than show up at this time. Here's the money we'll pay you. Thanks for filling in. Um,
Oh.
and
That
I
is
showed
good.
up and it was like really like a much bigger deal than I thought it was.
Was it
How
like black
was the
tie
sound?
or
It was
just?
pretty good actually, yeah.
Huh.
Although they were stupid, like they asked me the day before
Yeah, fuck
what
these people.
yeah, goddamn you.
Yeah.
They
No,
give him
don't pay me a
money.
lot of money for a half an hour show.
Yeah.
They asked me what I would bring, and I said my acoustic electric guitar. I'll need, a line in DI thing, and then I'll need a mic. And I show up, and they're like, "We didn't know you were having an acoustic electric guitar. We thought it was acoustic." It's like I
Oh,
literally just
every
told them. So
time.
they just like mic'd the guitar and then had a
Oh,
vocal
They
mic.
didn't even
But
have a. Okay.
yeah, they didn't even like have that set up. Yet they had like news cameras because it was broadcast on
Yep.
ABC or something.
Right.
It's at
But
the
it was like,
fucking Waldorf, but all right.
yeah, and yeah, it was like ridiculously
so
fancy.
they didn't
Like
hire anybody who actually knows how to do sound.
apparently
Really?
no,
No.
like the
Not
guy
like
who
They
was
they
music
hired
sound.
someone
They
to
had like
set up a
different
PA.
microphones.
That's what they
Yeah.
hired.
right,
Someone
yeah,
Yeah.
but they like didn't actually have things
They
figured
hired a
out.
mover.
No,
They
they
hired
probably
someone from Fiverr. Yeah.
yeah, they had somebody
Right,
on
someone from
staff.
Fiverr. Yeah, they're just like, hey, do you know anything about
Yeah.
PAs? Come tomorrow.
Or it was like an assistant. Yeah, it was an assistant on staff, like
It was
at the
somebody on
hotel or
staff.
something like that. And they were just
Yeah.
like, "Do you know how to turn a knob?" They're like, "I don't know."
They-
Fucking
Well, and
sure.
ironically, one of the guys who was helping, I'm not clear exactly what his role was, but he was helping me set up and he's like,
That's
"Oh,
good.
by the way, do you ever need like a recording engineer?" And I was like, "Not really." But he's like, "Yeah, I like doing this stuff." And I was like, I was
So
thinking to
you're
myself,
bad
so
at it?
you're the person that like fucked this whole thing up and like didn't pay any attention to what I brought, but like you want me to hire you as a recording engineer? I was like, He's like, "Yeah, that's what I wanted to do before I got this job." I'm not
Uh-huh.
sure what this job was. Anyways,
He's there on staff, like AV guy. So when like
maybe I don't know. I don't know who
companies,
he was. There was a lot of people just being like assigned to come do stuff for me, and
yeah,
so they had like about three people who I'm not sure what their role was, just being like,
mhm.
"Here's this mic, here's this thing, stand here." Actually, it was really funny. Like, so they told me half an hour, so I had time to a set for that. They started late. So they were just like, get on stage and start. So I did.
Shocking.
But then the guy who was like running the show gave me like the signal, like wrap it up. So I was like, okay, I'll finish this song. So I finished the song and I was like, thanks, blah, 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 goodbye, see you, and walked off the stage. And this other woman ran up to me and was like, you need to go back up there and keep playing. And I was like, the guy just told me to like wrap it up. So I went back up there and I was like, hi again, it's me. I guess I'm not done.
Yellow
And then I
machine.
played like two more songs.
man.
And then the guy
Wow.
gave me the the same wrap it up signal again. And I was like, this better not
Talk
be
to her.
another like fool you. Because like if I walk off the stage again and then you make me get back up there a third time, I'm gonna be really pissed.
Wow. My guess is the wannabe sound engineer guy. Any like big hotel usually has some couple people on staff when like companies like hire out a room for
Yeah.
meetings
Yeah.
and things like that. That's probably what his gig is. To like
Yeah.
run through like their wired sound system, which is not made for music.
Well,
Right,
and there's
exactly.
corporate sound guys too,
Yeah,
and
but
Yeah.
even they're not set up for that at all.
no.
Yeah, I know a few of those.
Yeah, and
Right.
more likely than not, I mean, it's possible that he never even got like
Likely.
a tech.
Well, that's
thing.
true. I mean, they were like having me fill in at the last minute for someone, so there was like probably a bunch of confusion and like all the things.
Yeah.
Anyway.
If
I
they're
do
running
have.
that-
I am reporting live from the YouTube link that Sean dropped in the private chat.
Yes.
It is broadcast on ABC7. The first, I want to say, hour of the 2-hour video.
Oh wow.
You're right. They started late because it's just a title card for
Wow.
55 minutes, and then it's
Wow.
and it
And it's me.
sounds bad,
Wow.
Oh no.
and it's in one ear.
Of course it is.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. You look
High
nice.
professionals.
Well, thanks.
We need a
Thanks.
picture.
And Ken Jennings apparently is going to be the in the parade or some shit.
Huh.
So that's what I got from it.
Cool.
And everybody wore pink ties and pink
Yeah, there was a lot of
blazers
pink.
and shit. It's a lot of pink.
Because the cherry blossoms.
Because cherry blossoms. Do you get it? I mean, as
No.
if
So
I
sad.
wouldn't have worn the same thing. But that's been the color palette I've been working with lately is purples and pinks and light blues.
They're nice colors.
Hoping for warmer weather.
No,
Oh.
Just
but
nice
I'm
colors.
getting it, as we talked about earlier.
Oh yeah. You come here, man. You will not be warm.
Yeah, it's fucking 62 today, but it's like 30
I
now.
wish.
It's cold now,
20s
yeah.
here, real feel of 6.
We had snow.
Yeah, yeah.
The real
We're
feel.
gonna have snow and
Is that
rain.
what it's called? The
Yeah.
real feel.
Yeah.
Sean knows about the real feel.
Real
the
feel.
real feel.
Real feel trademark.
It actually probably is trademarked by AccuWeather or some
Probably.
shit. All right, Rebecca, song?
Sure. Well, I mean, and it will certainly sound better than the fucked up.
Yeah, no,
think so.
you should check out the link. Like, it's cool that there's evidence, but
I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
there's evidence of me playing at places that I thought it was really cool that I played, but I was either bad or it sounds like shit.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
mean,
like,
hopefully I wasn't bad. It just
you were
sounded
not
like
bad.
shit.
No, like
No.
the
From what
engineering
I
wasn't
heard,
good.
That was
I mean,
the impression I got from
you
what
played
people
you played
say.
songs. You played. Thank you, Chris. You reading between the lines. Yeah, like you played songs that you know, and so like it would be pretty hard for you to fuck them up. Although the other night I did fuck up a song that I play all the goddamn time. So
It happens.
Yeah,
No,
no, I
it
mean, I
doesn't.
actually had a good set, but clearly, the recorded version does not
yeah, it
reflect
didn't
that.
Stings.
super translate. So anyway,
That sucks.
Oh well, that's just my lot in life. Doesn't translate. All right. Well, speaking of, I don't know, nothing. This song is called Easier.
Oh, you got to change your mic though.
Hmm?
You got to change your mic. Your guitar's not coming through.
Oh, it did
Oh,
before.
yeah, maybe when you walked away, the
Okay.
mic settings changed.
It got all angry.
Let's-
Don't you walk away from
Let's
me?
see.
Because you're still
okay.
hearing us in the AirPods, I assume.
Uh huh. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. So I should have input microphone on the computer.
No, it's
Hold
still.
on. I'm gonna go into your audio settings and change some stuff around. Keep playing.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Keep going, please. Still kind of sounds like you're underwater, but we can at least hear the guitar now. Like when you would play the guitar, it just wouldn't register it.
Okay.
Now we can't hear you at all. Wait, now there's something. Say something.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you
Strum?
hear me?
Yeah.
Hi.
Anything? Oh,
Yeah, that sounds much
good.
better.
That's a thought.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do this. Okay. I know I can't expect much. I just hope for enough that you'd hold me above the threshold. But I know how this goes, so I'm closing my windows, battening down the hatches, bracing for oncoming crashes. Damn you for feeling so warm. You made me forget that it's calm in the eye of the storm. And damn, I'm so gullible, you fooled me twice. Guess the blame's on me for wanting to believe that it's easier. I know it's foolish to trust. I just hoped for once the floor couldn't get any lower. And I know how, and the light that you shone broke through my shadows, tricked me into imagining that my darkness was only in passing. Oh, damn you for feeling so warm. You made me forget that it's calm in the eye of the storm. And damn, I'm so gullible, you fooled me twice. The blame's on me for pretending not to see, 'cause it's easier to keep spinning narratives till I believe they're true. Dig my heels into the edge of this slippery hill. They told me there's no cost to the optimist, but my broken heart disagrees. Got too close to the sun before realizing light was burning me. Damn you for feeling so warm. You made me forget that it's calm in the eye of the storm. And damn, I'm so gullible, you fooled me twice. The blame is on me for wanting to believe, pretending not to see, 'cause it's easier. It's easier. I know I can't expect much. I just hope for enough that you'd hold me above the threshold. Thank you.
Very nice.
I have a question for you, Rebecca.
Yes.
So that melody has some pokey parts. Is there like a reason you were making so many like big leaps? Were you thinking about anything in particular, or was it just following the lyrics? Damn you!
Yeah.
And then it does it in the it does it again in another part of it as well.
Good
I think
question, Sean.
it is a really good question. I just like those leaps.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just sort of the first thing that came to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't think I was really thinking about any in particular, like setting of the melody. but felt more emphatic to have that in like that critical moment of like, damn you.
I like when it hits your voice too.
Yeah,
because you get that really like high ethereal quality in like the higher register, but then you can like come in with like some power, like on the you, right?
You.
It's like
you.
It's actually how I say it in real life. Like I'm like, damn you. And because that's what I say almost every day, because that's like my personality is just saying that all the time. It was just like basically taking my singing speech to singing, essentially.
I like the melody. I think it sounds beautiful in your voice.
Yeah. All right, I'm sorry, guys. I got to split.
Oh.
Good night, DJ.
Good seeing you.
Thanks for coming on, Rowan.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
I will probably call in to the VOM. Chris, I don't know if I've let you know, but I won't be there on Monday.
You won't be there on Monday?
Will not be there on Monday.
No. Oh, are you mock showing or are you doing something else?
I don't know what that means, but I'm
make show. Are you playing a show?
Yeah.
Oh.
Of sorts.
Make a show.
Maybe.
All right.
Rowan, did
anyway,
you want to go solo on Monday, or do you want me to show up?
Oh, yeah, please show up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right on.
And then you'll be the person I call, Chris.
You're gonna call me.
Rowan will be too busy, so I'll call you, and then you put me on speaker into the thing. Like I did before.
He'll be really tired from carrying my ass the entire show. I understand.
Right? Exactly. You get it.
Right,
Rowan, I'm sorry I missed your song tonight, Rowan.
Oh, it's okay.
I heard it right at the end, and everyone
Wind back to YouTube. You can watch
that last chord. Oof. Yum yum yum.
All right. Well,
all right.
I'll see
you.
Well,
seeing you.
All right.
Bye.
Well, shit. What are we gonna do now?
I think Sean should play a song.
Yeah. I guess so.
Well, I have one in the
chambra.
He's
in the chamber.
In the chambra.
Yes. Chambra.
Alrighty.
Could you vamp for a bit? Because I do have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, for sure.
But I want to hear it. Or I could just, you know what? I'll just turn my speakers up. I'll be able to hear
you. Talking to him.
All right. Jules is going to the bathroom. Hope he has some fun. Hope he makes some friends in there. Hope that I'm not one. All right. Let me pull up these lyrics here.
I think you should continue that song. Yeah.
That was some songwriting gold right there.
Yeah.
You got something there, man. Can you have it ready for VOM on Monday?
Please.
I won't be available for VOM on Monday, but I'll keep working on it.
You could always call
I always that's one of the things I say when people say to have go to the bathroom. I say, have a good time, make friends.
How long have you been saying that to your kids?
No, I say this to my coworkers.
I'd like to see the friends that they meet. Like, what if they come back and they're like, "Hey, I made a friend in the bathroom."
Hi. I'm the friend in the.
Oh, okay, yeah. I figured that was your impression.
Yeah, thank you. No, that's just how I talk when I meet new people. Hi.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so like in like the third season or the second season of Ted Lasso, there's like a little joke about Keely is gonna Rebecca gives Keely a job working for the club and doing PR, and she's like, it's like I think, and they were in a bathroom, and she's like, men give each other jobs in bathrooms all the time.
I think I remember that part.
Alrighty, so this is my song about being a Filipino pregnant mother. And this is, and the chords are like butchered on this one because I had different voicings, but I had August video me for it was a COVID time thing, and so he videoed me, but he just sort of kept wandering around the room, and so he never got a picture of my actual like chord fretting hand. So I don't know how it actually goes. So anyway, all right. All right. The last comes first. You can't change the past. You can't stop the worst. You can't slow the fast. You can't make it stop. You cannot drown a lake. No matter what you think it is, it's for its own sake. You spend your life filling up spaces with ideas you make from thin air, until someone comes in, makes someone who has never even been there. Hope and dream, dream and hope, hope, build up faith. Wait, hope and dream, dream and hope, build up faith that somehow something will come through. But it's not about you. No, it's not about you. No, it's not about you. You. Oh, oh, oh. It will be what? It will be a lot. Think on what you have, not on what you got. 'Cause there ain't no wrong way to love someone. My God, what have I done? I've gone and made someone. You spend your life filling up binders and weekends and weeknights with frivolity. Then someone accepts you, and with them you bring a new person to be. Hope and dream, dream and hope, build up faith that somehow something will come true. But it's not about you. No, it's not about you. No, it's not about you. No, you. Oh, there's a problem. It's better if you try, but it's a problem. It's better if you try to solve it together. You can know how it feels to be head over heels, light as a feather. And here it comes, the moment has arrived, the fear in all its sums, the drive to be alive. But you can't make it stop, you cannot change the now, you can't undo, you cannot change the then, you can't undo the vow. You spend your life filling up spaces with ideas you make from thin air. Then till someone comes in, makes someone who has never even been there. Hope and dream, dream and hope, hold up faith, build up faith that somehow something will come true. But it's not about you. No, it's not about you. No, it's not about you.
Yay, Sean.
Hey, it's very good. I think he's.
What are you talking about, Jules?
Water,
It's
shut
really,
up.
it's really about like how like giving birth to giving like having a baby born is not about the father. That's what I got out of
You know, I
like,
had a kid once.
just like
He's a
reminding
little boy.
all the fathers that they it's not about them.
You're superfluous.
I own him and his mother.
All you needed to do was to be there right at the beginning, and after that,
Yes. I was
so
there
it's all gravy.
slightly after. And then I bought them. They were my slaves.
I
They
feel
were
like you
also
two are
my
having
slaves, but 10
different
years
conversations.
earlier than that because we are two Wattos. Look at the two Wattos hanging out. How can you tell us apart? Well, I've got the stubble and the hat, and I've got a little data pad. Okay, gotta go.
That's
Okay,
a
thanks,
lot.
Wattos.
Bye, Scooty.
Wow.
It's me, Scooty. I'm still sleepy. I'm
War
sleepy
criminal
from
Scooty.
inauguration. It's
Ah.
okay. I'm not a fascist. I'm just autistic. It's fine. What? Yep. Oh man,
Everything's
so
fine.
fun.
But I have good
Everything's
news
fine.
for you, Jules.
What's that?
I'm probably gonna have to bail soon.
Okay. Do you want to do a song before that? I feel like
That's okay.
this seems like a logical ending point within the next 15, 20 minutes.
You've had about enough.
He's done.
No,
think
this has
everybody
just
has.
been an actual good episode, like through and through,
Confusing.
just like the entire
Yeah, hey,
time. And
You're
I
not
don't,
like holding out for something to get better.
I
Yeah.
don't want to
jinx
jinx
it.
it. Yeah.
Free is
Jinx
always
it.
the best one. In the
Smart.
pre-eyeball injury days, you're like, man, we make it to that third hour, and it really hits something. I'm like,
Well,
no,
you
it's
know,
not.
I
Fuck,
think
it keeps happening.
I think if it's like just us and a guest, Joylene, I think you've helped improve the quality of the show vastly. Schmitty.
Boy.
But
Nobody's
yeah, I think
Schmitty
when we
about it.
have more guests, it's you know, it's a different rhythm, and it helps when the people that we have on know what the fuck this nonsense is, and so
Like, why am I here?
yeah, like, so what is this?
So what are you doing?
And how many people are watching? It's like, oh no.
No.
The answer to that is
The answer's
categorically no. Although
This is a
there
big
were
break, so you
there
know.
were 2 people watching for about the first hour, just
Really?
steadily watching.
How
Yeah.
many comments was
No,
it the
no
guy?
comments.
Oh, okay.
None of it wasn't like some racist spam shit. It might have just been like someone
Interesting.
who's just on my channel who knew, and like the fact that we were playing music most of the time probably helped.
Well, there's the one
Does
guy
it?
who was nice for a minute, and then he started like requesting Hootie and the Blowfish songs.
I don't think that's what. Oh no, that did happen.
Yeah.
And then yeah. It got really weird towards the end there. Anyway, Chris, are you going to play a song? You do not have to.
I will.
Okay.
Because I actually practiced 2 songs. So
Okay.
Oh.
yeah, I know.
Why don't you go ahead and play a song for us
See.
on your backwards guitar with your
It's also-
body and your backwards
So
mind?
confusing.
It's also upside down.
I'm hearing the echo through you. Okay.
It's cheap. It's cheaper than buying a new pedal.
Just get a pair of headphones. Let's see.
Hey, Chris, your voice is very low. Oh yeah.
I can.
Yeah, maybe boost it, because I've just like, when you're talking, I have the echo cancellation on, but then when you're singing, I turn it off, and then the volume gets much lower, which is probably why you sounded really loud when you came in earlier.
I can
Um.
log out if I'm gonna sit over there when you're done.
Oh yeah, I guess if we're wrapping up, then yeah.
I'll tag out, and she could just take the. You can use this mic too if you want. It doesn't really.
No,
make a
I
difference.
think we're wrapping it up. So let's go.
Okay. Should I just not play the song now? Or?
Chris,
I logged out so you can play without interference.
Jesus Christ. Fold up your chairs, everybody.
There is no end without your beginning, Chris.
There's
We're gonna end the song. We're gonna end the show in the middle of your song. You won't know when, but you have to start.
I don't know where to go.
I'm so
now.
tempted now.
I know you really should.
Play the fucking song.
I'll just fuck. I can tell you the odds are so
Well,
That was rocking.
I loved the guitar part
but didn't like the rest of it.
because couldn't really hear your voice.
Yeah,
I
it's so
turned up,
hard.
though.
Yeah, but you were singing towards the microphone, kind of? Or maybe the guitar was just so loud that it was just drowning out your voice.
Well, now we'll
I don't
never
know.
know.
It was a very cool guitar part.
Yeah.
I'm fun. I'm energized. I can go. I can go at least another 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean.
Now you've done it.
Well, you know, Sean, Chris and I have learned to play it close to the chest with our excitement with you being here, but we really like having you
so much.
Since we still have you,
would you song again?
Would you mind doing a song again, and then I will do a thing, and then I will scare all of the nobody off, and then we can all leave.
I'll do one if Rebecca does one.
Oh fuck!
They don't want it. They don't want to hear me anymore.
I'm here for some Rebecca Berlin, and
I'm having
for the rest of the team. Unless Rebecca, unless you're done, I'm happy to play another song. But
oh no, you can go. I probably should not play at this point since it's almost midnight.
Do you have any guys? Well, you all have heard a bunch of my songs now, although I totally appreciate that you might not have a preference. But does anyone have a preference?
So you played this concert thing, benefit probably marathon thing in your bathroom at the beginning of the pandemic. And when we first met, I loved what I heard of you, so I YouTubed you, and that like 15-minute set of yours was like a thing, the only thing that popped up, but the sound was not the best.
No,
because it was like early April 2020, so nobody knew what the fuck they were doing.
And I was one of those nobodies.
So I like the song Bitter Orange. If that's what you call it. Bye, Chris. Can he hear us? Now he's just gone. Okay. Hi. Bye. Okay. Yeah. Fuck off.
That Joylene's.
The finger flipping was just for Jules. The happy waving was for the two of you.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. And I will. You won't believe me, Jules, but I will miss you on Monday.
All right.
Well,
here's Julie.
Can we? So yeah, no, I could do it. Bitter Orange. I call it Firing Line nowadays.
Yeah, because that's in the song.
And Bitter Orange is the song too. I get Bitter Pill.
Yeah. And you wanted to call it maybe like Bitter Orange, and I like that because it's not in the song, but it is like that. The essence of it is there, you know. Firing Line.
I'd be happy to sing that one
because we talked about it on here. You like teed it up before you were gonna play it. And yeah, it was just Anyway, I like that one. So if you don't mind, then
And you know
yes,
what?
please.
Since this is the last one, I will do it the way that I wrote it,
Oh shit.
which is the like the more sedate pace, the more like relaxed kind of approach to it.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll allow it.
Great.
Yeah, but watch yourself, counselor. Thin Ice.
Thin Ice. That's the name of my album. I've been on thin ice since I was born in Florida. All right.
Well, when I think of Florida, I think of ice. So
yeah, I tell you what, if ever got cold enough that there was ice in a bucket outside, ooh boy, that was exciting.
Because then you could do that challenge.
We get to go break the ice in the bucket outside. Woo!
Oh, yeah. This is the pinnacle of entertainment.
Jesus Christ.
That sounds amazing.
Icebreaker.
All righty.
Literally.
All right. So you came after all to your firing line, and I see you brought your own blindfold. And it would be so easy if you just dropped in. But you've heard fortune favors the bold. And I haven't lost a single wink since I walked out. Wouldn't come back again if you cried. It would be so easy to stay away, but I've started to enjoy our goodbyes. It's just that I don't care enough not to hurt you or your feelings. It's really sad you need me to be something other than what I am. How about I leave you alone so you could get started dealing? Frankly, I couldn't give less of a damn. I admit I can see from your point of view, as a sensitive person I do. And it would be so easy if I were sweet. Instead of a choice you'd started to. But I am no one's decision waiting to be made, and I am no one's execution waiting to be stayed. It would be so easy if I was a peach, but those hopes have already begun to fade. It's just that I don't care enough not to hurt you or your feelings. It's really sad that you need me to be something other than what I am. How about I leave you alone so you can get started dealing? Frankly, I couldn't give less of a damn. You know, you look straight at me for years, but somehow you missed everything real. Maybe that will work for you this time, but for me it holds no appeal. I could be a bitter pill when you're wanting something sweet, but you've lost my time to kill. Do not stop me on the street. Do not stop me on the street, please. So you came After all, to your firing line, finally learned how to do what you're told. It would be so easy just to let you off, but that bridge has already been sold. And I am not the wreck you were waiting on, and I am not as weak as we supposed. And it would be so easy to forget and forgive, but that would be little too much on the nose. It's just that I don't care enough not to hurt you or your feelings. It's really sad that you need me to be something other than what I am. How about I leave you alone so you can get started dealing? Frankly, I couldn't give less of a damn. Thank you.
That's a great song.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to play it nice and slow.
Okay.
It's like one of those things where you're like, there's so many really.
Sounds fantastic.
Thank you. There's like it's one of those songs where I was like, everything was like so rhymey and cutesy that I just wanted it to be like slow enough that everyone could really just sit in all of like it's almost like
the pettiness.
Not in the pettiness.
It's not even pettiness. It's just
well. Also, this is a song written from the female perspective. This is a song written from a teenage girl's perspective, from one of those Bushwick shows. Sometimes you're like, oh, like you need to like make room so the audience can hear all the thoughts about the words that you're trying to get out. Like you give enough room for them to think about it, right?
I see.
Sometimes you do it like that, but then like for this song, like there's like two speeds, and the other speed, which I'll do like totally happily as well, is like, it's really sad that you need something, be something other than what I am.
That's the version I heard.
Oh, God, I leave you alone so you can get started dealing.
Yeah.
And like, you know, it all just
it works both ways. Yeah.
It works both ways, but it's like it doesn't. But if I started slow, it creeps faster. If I started
I know how that goes.
fast, it never goes slower. But I like it. I like it slow because like I can just sing it, like I can give it some of the innocence that like is behind the character.
I really like I like the slow version, Sean. You keep threatening and keep getting my hopes up. Oh, we're gonna go to Disneyland, I promise. Oh, next weekend, champ, I promise. But you gotta if you come out here,
I'm gonna come out there.
I want to play like a proper show. We can invite Rob and Rowan and Rebecca or whatever. I don't care. It could just be us for fucking 4 hours. That would be.
You know what? As far as I'm
fantastic.
concerned, like maybe I could like co-host Morseburgers with you. and we
Oh
just
my God.
All-star cast.
That would be so. They wouldn't know. They wouldn't know what to do. They wouldn't know what to do.
It would never be the same again.
And like when I host, it gets kind of quirky. It's a lot like this, but with people that are less familiar
with the public,
with me. Yeah, but just like it's outward facing and like, you know, into the ether. But yeah, but with the infused with your brand of chaos, I don't know if they would. I don't know. They ain't ready for this one.
Yeah, I used to host an open mic in Denver, and like probably the grudging price of admission is that there was a keyboard there, and I would sometimes also bring my congas, and like whoever played, like I would like sort of like ask for approval to be able to noodle during their song.
No, Sean. That's so bad. We need to do this. We need to for sure do this.
Trying to play.
Oh my god. All right.
It's really lovely to see your faces. It's nice to hang out again a little bit, Rebecca, and Joylene as well. I agree with your husband. With her husband and with Miss Jackson.
Well, I was gonna play a song to send us off. I could end in the middle of my song.
Well,
is that how you normally end, right in the middle?
Yeah, baby, you know me. I get halfway there, I'm like, I'm bored.
I don't wanna.
Oh my god. Okay.
ADH, what were you saying?
Huh? ADH whomst?
Whoops, I did it again.
All right. I mean, we could just end.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
That's a song I play. Like,
yeah, me too. Yeah. That's why we're friends.
That's the
only reason.
The only reason. That's the small thread holding you together.
And also the Jason Mraz shit. But like on my Bandcamp, on that live album, I think there's a cover of that on the end of the live album at the Bandcamp one.
Of the Britney Spears song?
I think that it's on there right before the Bunny song.
Well, Chris, if you're listening, it's on Bandcamp, so you don't have to keep.
He's heard it. He just wants me to do it live. Is he asleep now?
No. He's in the other room.
If we mention him enough, if we mention him a third time, he'll pop his head in through the door. Chris Eric.
Can he hear it right now?
Okay, he's listening.
Oh, he's listening?
Yeah, I think he's our one viewer right now.
Oh, there it is. So I was going to play the funny song, but since he's still there, I'm not going to.
It's me. Motherfucker.
Listen, I have to make friends with your wife somehow. We have to like create new memories together.
He doesn't care. He's gone.
That shirt's gonna move again. Behind you, that like white thing is gonna move again.
When you see a rustling of the shirt, you know.
My jacket on the back.
Everyone put your headphones on. All right, Mr. Jackson.
That's not the song I meant to play. We'll see. All right. I'm just gonna mute all y'all. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And we'll see if I'm able to pull that off. Whew. All right. Well, thanks you guys for hanging out. This has been very lovely. And the fact that it's like the length of a modern day Marvel movie and not a pre-Endgame to Endgame length Marvel movie means that it's quality over quantity. Sometimes works. But we are technically in the third hour, so I don't know. Let's see. There's this thing called the Acoustic Guitar Project, where they pass a guitar around, shitty guitar, and a recorder.
I did this too.
Yeah, and it's a right-handed guitar, obviously, and I'm classically not right-handed, and nor do I play such. But I made it a point to write the song and record the song on that guitar because I was sad and alone. And I needed to give myself something to do. So that's why there's only like 4 chords in this song that you can play open with 2 fingers. Anyway, it ended up on the album that I recorded. Running around the back of my mind, and I'm chasing it down with glasses of wine, and I never found a place in this line, but I cover the ground with my head in the clouds, and I heard songbirds singing today. And I heard the bell curve is swinging my way. Reckon it's wrong. Life on the run doesn't last very long. And yeah, we had fun, but I need moving on. This web that I spun wasn't built to be strong, but I still sing along. And I heard songbirds singing today. And I heard the bell curve is swinging my way. Reach for the sky, keep up the pace, and you'll learn how to fly. Life ain't a race, it's a fight to survive. I'm counting the days till my water runs dry, so I'm hitching this ride. And I heard songbirds singing today. And I heard the bell curve is swinging my way. I forgot to stop it in the middle of the song.
Your hands were busy.
Yeah. I was busy trying to remember 2 of the 4 chords in this song. All right. Good night. Bye. Fold up your chairs. All that other fucking nonsense. Get fucked. Fuck you. We're all gonna die. That's how